Welcome back to Chakra Free Radio. I'm Gopal.
I'm Ray.
So for our episode today, our topic is the real price of those fancy kicks. So in this episode, we're going to be discussing a specific aspect of the fashion industry, which is footwear. Now, if you're someone who likes buying footwear, likes wearing a lot of different shoes, we're not trying to create any mental complexes with you or make you feel bad about yourself. You know, Ray and I actually own a fair number of shoes ourselves. So, but what we do want to at least perhaps give you some food for thought on maybe some of the unintended costs and consequences of having a big shoe obsession. So the first part of the episode, we'll be discussing some of the kind of practical economic aspects of the industry. And then in the second half, we'll be talking a little bit about how it might be impacting you from a personal development standpoint. But first off, Ray, I know you've been a big fan of shoes and footwear over time. Just curious, your thoughts?
Thoughts about what it does to our psyche, or
No, just I don't know. Like you see a pair of shoes you like. What pops into your head?
is it comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, now it's like, is it comfortable? Back then, it was just like when I was a kid, it was like, what can I attain that I didn't have growing up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when I was able to get enough money, I wanted to buy all the things that I couldn't, and all the things that I was envious of when I saw kids,
Right,
with their parents that could buy them things.
Yeah. So for you, when you were saying your early 20s, where was shoe spending in your list of priorities?
Oof. Early 20s?
Yeah.
Probably from 18 to 25, it was pretty high. It was pretty high. But then you come to realize that it's like anything. I don't want to be always talking about death, but it's like, what do you do with that stuff when you die?
Right. Well, someone's got to clean it up.
Yeah,
For
you know what I mean? You have 1,000 pairs of shoes, somebody's it just goes somewhere, you know what I mean? Or they sell it or whatever.
Right.
Can't take it with you.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You know what I mean? You get the dunks that are worth $1,000. I mean, you can't take that with you.
Right.
It goes.
Well, you're whoever your benefactor, whoever benefits from your estate will get to cash them in.
Yeah. Or it's a lasting memory that they're always looking at, you know what I mean?
Right. So for this episode, we do have a prop. So this here is a pair of Air Jordans that my eldest son recently received. Ray, what's your reaction, man?
First reaction is tell him to cut the StockX tag off.
He hasn't worn them yet.
Yeah. That would have been my first reaction. I hate people who do that. Fours are very universally loved.
Yeah. I guess these are a nice pair of shoes, man.
They are.
Yeah. And it's funny you mentioned, being envious of kind of the footwear, when you were younger. I think when I was about 11 years old, I think the sneaker craze really hit, kind of full blast. And, I remember, walking around school and, a bunch of kids had either Jordans or I don't know if you remember the Reebok pump.
Mm-hmm.
It may have been, long past your.
It came back though.
It came back.
Yeah, they tend to
recycle
after every 10 years, I feel.
Yeah.
The Iversons came back.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And, my parents being, sensible people, they didn't want to spend $100 on a pair of shoes for their kid. And $100 back then was we're talking early 90s. It's still a lot of money, but back then it was a lot of money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had nice shoes. They were fine, but they weren't Jordans or pumps. And I walked around really, really envious of all these kids who had fancy kicks that I didn't have, right?
Yeah.
And it stayed in my mind for, a couple of years. I got over it pretty fast, but so this kind of stuff happens. I'm sympathetic to anyone out there who feels like their shoes aren't that cool, and it's it's some of this has just been created in your mind by, whether it's marketing or mental imagery, but I don't know, what was it like for you?
When I looked at old baby pictures now, of me back then, I don't know, my mom and dad, I was pretty fashionable as a kid. I was in Jordans. I probably was in a pair of Reeboks or whatever, but and then you grow up and then your mom's like, 2 pairs of shoes for the whole year.
Right.
You got to pick a white pair and a black pair. So the white pair was obviously always a pair of white Air Forces.
Right.
And then oh no, then you grow up and then you realize that you could buy all the things that you wanted to. But then you realize after you buy them, you're like, dude, these are not comfortable. These are killing my toes. Like, I used to be envious of 3s and 4s. And then I bought them. And I was like, bro, I cannot wear these outside of 2 hours.
Right.
Like, now I'm like, what's the point of that? You know what I mean? Like, if I can't walk 10,000 steps in these, this is not fun.
Right.
So,
yeah. So we're going to turn to just some statistics on this footwear industry. So for reference here, global footwear, $500 billion a year. In the U.S., it's $100 billion. Both of those data points come from Statista. Now, Ray, any guess on how many pairs of shoes the average American owns?
20.
No. So this is, according to Footwear News, they say between 6 and 12 pairs of shoes.
Damn.
Which, I mean, seems like a pretty reasonable number. It doesn't seem crazy. But interesting fact, apparently the British, our friends in the UK, they're the most shoe crazed nation on earth. So they're at 18 to 30 pairs.
I can see that.
So yeah. So as part of an exercise for this episode, Ray and I did our family shoe wear accounts. So I got a total of 18 pairs of shoes, which puts me above the American average. Now, I will say probably half of that is, kind of dress shoes that I wear maybe once every couple of years. Whether I need like 6 different varieties of black dress shoes, I don't know. Probably not.
We got to take that into account, though. It's all things, right? It's workout shoes, regular shoes.
Yeah.
You want to add Crocs in there? We just added Crocs for me. And then like dress shoes and stuff and work shoes, like they're all like they tie into it. I thought it was you just talking about fashion shoes.
No. We were doing the full count, man.
Yeah, I had to go. I was like, oh, I do have a pair of Wallabies or whatever, some Clarks, and then I do have dress shoes and stuff. So
yeah. So I'm at 18. My wife's at 24, which I think is, probably above the American average, but I think, a lot of women have extra shoes just for fashion's sake. So
yeah, but you don't count the sandals for them, right?
I asked to do a full count. So
sandals aren't shoes though.
I counted sandals in my count, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Okay. So now we're going to go to the Ray Scarduzio footprint here.
So I'm with the Crocs. I'm at what, 47? Yeah, 47. And then my wife's at 36.
Right. So you outnumber your wife's footwear.
Yeah.
Is there like a category that accounts for like a lot of it, or is it just
fashion shoes?
Yeah.
For me, I don't know about her.
Right.
I know she wears a lot of like sandals and stuff during the summer and stuff, and she loves her Crocs. So. Yeah.
Well, I guess this is part of it is a lot of what we buy. It's like, there may be a specific use case for it, right? Whether it's like, heavy winter snow boots, casual winter boots, water shoes, sandals. I mean, it can add up over time when you start kind of
water shoes are not.
Yeah. See, I counted my water shoes in the count, man.
That's sick.
Yeah. I counted everything.
That's sick, Gopal.
Well, but you.
I mean, I don't have any water shoes, but if I did, they're like $5 water shoes. I'm not counting that.
Same here, and I've had
it's like a sock, basically.
I've had the same pair for 20 years, so. But I'm just saying, it's like.
Yeah.
It's there, right? If I'm doing a count.
I'm better now than I used to be, though.
Yeah.
I used to be at like 75, like 85. I probably was at like 100 at one point.
Right.
But like then I broke my foot, and then I realized that a lot of things didn't feel well. You know what I mean? It hurt my feet.
Right.
So I just got rid of everything that like would hurt my feet.
Yeah. And
just solely focused on comfortability.
Yeah. So some other stats here, interesting facts here. So supposedly the largest shoe collection in the world, DJ Khaled, 10,000 pairs.
Over Fat Joe?
I don't know. This is the stats I saw online. I don't
Really?
know. Yeah. I don't know if you know the numbers on Fat. If you want to look them up, but supposedly DJ Khaled, largest shoe collection in the world.
Really?
Yeah. We're going to be coming back to him later in the episode.
I believe it, but there's a lot of dudes that have some.
Well, yeah, I'm there's probably somebody out there who has.
I know
more
Fat
than he
Joe. I
does.
know. You remember the basketball player Mike Bibby?
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of the Jordan brand athletes have a lot of shoes.
Yeah.
But
10,000 shoes. I mean,
yeah,
DJ Khaled could wear a different pair of shoes every day for 30 years.
Yeah.
Assuming he doesn't buy any additional shoes.
I mean, I think he's a part of like Jordan, so he probably just gets things sent to him.
Yeah. I don't know.
What a time.
Yeah. And then now we turn to the kind of crazy, sad statistics. 1 billion people on the planet don't have any shoes.
Yeah.
Of which 300 million are children. And if they don't have footwear, it makes it difficult for them to attend school. And, so I don't know. This is kind of the world we live in. Some people got 10,000 shoes, others have none. This is, I guess, what we got. Now, there's kind of this question, right? Like, how much money do you think you spent on shoes
over the year?
Over your lifetime?
Probably like 15 to 20,000.
Wow. It's a big number, man.
I mean, at one point that number was big. Like, do that extra 50 times like 160, 180.
Right.
It's a lot.
Yeah. It is a lot. Yeah. And so if we go back to that statistic, U.S. footwear spending of $100 billion a year, that implies every person in the country is spending, somewhere between $200 and $300, per person on footwear. So if you're talking about a family of 4 or 5 people, it adds up to real money.
Yeah. As I was telling you now, like if I get anything now, it got to be crazy discount.
Yeah.
Like crazy, like 50% off. Like
right.
Anything under 100 is probably what I'm going for now.
Yeah. I very rarely spend more than $100 on a pair of shoes, and it's like it seems like it's really easy to spend more than 100 nowadays.
Yeah. Like now I got a budget for it.
Right.
I'm like, that's like a week, 2 weeks worth of groceries.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I just want to mention, I personally know a couple of billionaires who wear the rattiest, most broke down freaking shoes you could possibly imagine.
Yeah, because they don't care about anything besides
making more money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about like the soles are worn down.
Yeah.
You'd figure they would just buy new shoes, but they don't. And I guess this is, you become a billionaire by investing your money, not by spending it.
Yeah. I mean, I've always been in that notion of like, playing sports. It was that saying where it's like you look good, feel good, play good.
Yeah.
So like that's how like I kind of like attribute like fashion or whatever. Like,
yeah,
it makes me feel good, but like I don't do anything out of the norm. Like I'm just very simple with how I dress, how I look at all times.
Yeah. Well, I think we should talk about. There's a natural desire for people to want to look good.
Yeah.
Right. But I think there's a question of the mental image in our head of what it is to look good. How much of it is our own internal thoughts, and how much of it has been created for us by
what they're showing us,
right? The marketing or the social, the social media endorsements or, whatever it is, it's an interesting question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because at the end of the day, it's just, it's a material, it's colored a certain way. There may be certain technical aspects that make the shoe more, comfortable or whatever. But at the end of the day, a lot of this is kind of like, it's like a creation. And we either buy into the creation or we don't. So what's kind of your thought on because footwear, I feel like, is a big part of celebrity culture now.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes them Instagram ads or whatever, like if somebody could tell a story with how they're like showing things, that's how like they get people now.
Yeah.
And it gets me, like if you show me like if you have like a good 30-second clip, Like it could change like the whole like perspective of your product.
Well, yeah, no, I think it is even a brief 30. I mean, there's obviously a lot of shoe brands out there trying to get your attention, and so they're going to do whatever they can to break through into your mental space. And so if it's a 30-second Instagram clip that gets into your head that certain model is what you need to be looking for visually as you go through the store, they're going to do it, right?
Yeah.
Now the question is, how much do we allow ourselves to be influenced by that versus, trying to, maybe close that off. But, I don't know. I mean, people are doing it, right? I mean, you're watching a lot of Instagram stuff, so
more TikTok, but like they're even tapping into like the TikTok creators,
yeah,
or whatever. So like, but like there's creative people everywhere. So like it just, I don't know. Like when somebody tells a good story, just like with just like video work and like just capturing the symbolism of what it means, that can like change everything. Like it makes me want to buy the product.
Yeah.
I don't know why I can't like explain it, but it's like, bro, they put in work right there. You know what I mean?
It's called marketing.
Yeah. They put in work right there.
Yeah. And then maybe the last thing we'll touch on the practical aspects of it is, there is like a fairly significant environmental cost associated with producing these products. And, and historically there have been kind of issues with child labor helping produce work, products in a lot of these factories. I think some of these companies have cleaned up, a lot of those practices, but it does put a heavy cost in the environment in terms of, the dyeing process and everything else. And again, here, I think we should acknowledge that, most of the big companies are trying to get better, but there is a cost associated with every one of these purchases.
Yeah. I wish that those certain companies with like the outlet shoes, they just send them over to those countries or those people that are in need.
Yeah.
Because it's like, they're already at a major like discount. Just let them go.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just let them go. And there's a lot of ugly shoes too that these companies make, like hideous, bro.
So you want to send the hideous ones over?
No, I mean anything is hideous to somebody. Like these shoes that I'm wearing are probably hideous to somebody. But I'm saying like, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I walk into Nike outlets and I'm like, what is this?
Right.
Why did they take the time to make this?
Right.
Or whatever. But like I said, everything's subjective. So like whatever I like, not everybody else is gonna like or whatever. And the person that probably thinks that these are hideous probably likes the shoes that I'm talking about that are ugly. So
he's wearing Nikes, by the way. So this is not a Nike diss.
Yeah. I wear anything that's comfortable for me.
Right. All right. Well, now we're gonna turn more to the spiritual aspects of how something like footwear may be impacting us internally. Now, if you look at a lot of religious traditions, there's kind of a repeated theme of not worrying too much about external appearances. Don't spend a lot of time focusing on your clothing or, whatever. This is actually dealt with explicitly in the Bible in the Sermon on the Mount. So this quote is going to be from Matthew chapter 6.
Oh, I found that.
Oh, wait, what's up?
No, yeah, I literally was doing research and I found the same quote too.
Yeah. So here's the quote. Therefore, I say unto you, be not anxious for your life, what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than the food and the body than the raiment? Mm-hmm. Okay, raiment, for those of you who don't know, means clothing. Mm-hmm. Continuing. And why are ye anxious concerning raiment? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin. Yet I say unto you that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. Now, this is Jesus being pretty explicit here about the fact that we shouldn't be spending a lot of time worrying about the clothing we wear. Now in his time, there probably weren't a lot of footwear options. Mm-hmm. It's probably sandal with strap or without. I don't think there was much more than that. But
2 straps, 3 straps.
Yeah. So he there's not an explicit reference to footwear in this quote, but I think we can say that he would, a fair degree of certainty, that he probably wouldn't want us obsessing over the shoes we're wearing if he's saying don't worry about the clothing you're wearing. So yeah, Ray, any thoughts? And by the way, this is again a very, very similar sentiment shows up in a lot of other traditions. I'd say it's there explicitly elsewhere. So again, we get this repeated emphasis that maybe we shouldn't be focusing too much on.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is like attachment versus detachment. So like, what do
Yeah.
you like? Spiritual tells us to focus on the inner, but
Right.
fashion's telling us to focus on the outer all the time. So
Right.
is that right or is it wrong? You know?
Yeah. I'm asking you. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Oh, I think it's wrong. So
Right.
yeah.
Right. But we're still subjected to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't put a lot of thought into what I wore today, but I put some thought into it.
Yeah. Maybe I'm a little like subjective with hats, but like
Right.
like I did all my buying like 5 years ago, so like I have to wear it now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if I ever try to buy a hat now, like my wife would probably punch me in the face. So she's like, "You just spending money on the other 70 hats you don't wear."
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. But I feel like for people growing up, it's tough, right? Because they're getting this constant message that they should be focused on their external appearance, right? And it's like, if that's the primary thing in your head, I think it becomes really, really hard to look at yourself from an internal perspective, because until you've kind of satisfied and hit all the check boxes for what you should look like outside, I think a lot of people would never even bother thinking about internal development.
Yeah. I mean, like a lot of people that probably didn't grow up with anything probably did the same thing that I did. Like when we got money and we was able to attain the things that we wanted to, we got it. But then we realized that like it's not all what life is about. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like there's no point of having all this stuff. Like there's no point of really caring about what other people think. You know what I mean? Like just love yourself. You know what I mean?
Right. Love others.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's maybe kind of what we want to emphasize here, is that I think for a lot of people, they feel like if they don't look a certain way or have certain products, that they can't love themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That they're not worthy of love until they fulfill, some external requirements. And, we want to broadcast that loud and clear. Like that's, not true.
I mean, the youth have to go through so much. Like when we were growing up, we didn't have like all this social media. Like they are seeing this like message from like the music they're consuming.
Right.
Every app that they open.
Yeah.
Even when they're playing a game, their friends are probably talking about it.
Right.
I don't know if they're talking about it in the school system. I doubt it. That it talking about fashion and all consumerism and stuff.
Well, I'm sure it comes up. I mean, they may not be discussing it from.
I don't remember
it coming up.
I don't remember coming up when I was in school.
So did anyone ever comment on the shoes you were wearing when you were young?
No, because I mean, I always had like a pair. I mean, probably like if like my white Air Forces like were beat the hell up, they were like, "Oh, bro," you know what I mean? They were making fun of you then or whatever. But I don't think I ever was made fun of like just for the shoes that I wore.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I also was like a pretty like everybody loved me, so I was pretty funny.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So we want to circle back to our this individual DJ Khaled. So funny thing, he actually went to the same high school I attended.
really,
Yeah. So this is Dr. Phillips High School in Orlando, Florida. My understanding is he didn't graduate from there, but he did go for a couple years. I think he was a few years older than me, so I don't think we ever overlapped at the school. And to me, it's like a point of pride to like tell people, hey, I went to the same school as DJ Khaled. It's kind of like a cool thing, right?
is it?
Yeah, I don't know. Trying to make conversation,
Yeah, I mean, Khaled. I mean, if it was Drake, I'd understand. But it's Khaled. He's annoying now. Like, I just be like, dude, just make the beats. Just make your song.
Yeah. Well, so anyways, in reference to DJ Khaled, there's a news article that came up. When I first read the story, I assumed it had to be a joke.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a story. So DJ Khaled was performing at a festival down in Miami. He'd flown down in his private jet, and he was wearing a pair of Jordans that he really likes, one of his 10,000 pairs. And to get from his private jet to the concert venue, he had to pass through a sand patch. And rather than letting his Jordans get scuffed up by walking through them physically, he had his security guards physically carry him into the venue. Now, I've shared the story with some other folks, and shared the photo. There's DJ Khaled actually put an image up of this incident on his Instagram feed. So for him, it was like,
I think he was like promoting his shoe though.
yeah, maybe. Yeah.
No, like the shoe that the colorway that he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's been interesting is some of the people I've shown this to, their reaction is,
But he was really sincere in that.
yeah. Their reaction is, those are nice Jordans.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just an interesting question. Does a human being need to have other human beings carry him to maintain the sanctity of his shoes, or are they meant to be worn and worn out?
They're meant to be worn and worn out.
Right.
Yeah. No, they really are.
Yeah.
And also for like he was just doing that probably to be funny or whatever, to show
Right.
like, oh, his shoes are worth all that. But like he's part of Jordan brand, so he can get 100, 200 more pairs if he wanted to.
Oh, right.
Or whatever. He probably swaps them out like how most people swap out like Air Jordan. How most people swap out Air Forces. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The white on white. So
Yeah.
it's kind of sad to be honest. Or he could have just walked barefoot.
That's the other option.
Yeah, it's like, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
well, to his credit, he did thank his security guards for carrying him. So, but I just want to say personally, for me, I'm far more impressed by DJ Khaled, the human being.
mm-hmm.
The human being who's produced these songs that hundreds of millions of people have listened to and enjoyed. That to me is a lot more impressive than the Jordans that he's wearing.
Yeah. For sure.
And even more impressive than DJ Khaled, the human being, is the soul, if you believe such things, the soul that's operating DJ Khaled's body.
Yeah. He's a good dude.
Right. And so, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's a strange world we live in where something as simple as footwear becomes fetishized and becomes such a big deal to us. But this is what we're dealing with. So
yeah, that was just the promotional part of DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why he has to do it, but he has to. He attracts the cameras, man. I don't know why, but
yeah. So, so I don't know anything else on this topic, man.
I would say just start focusing on you, and if it's under 100, it's a good bargain. But if it's not, don't do it. Yeah. As you know, the story that I told you, like, my brother showed me a pair of shoes, and he had his discount, and I couldn't pass it up. So,
So wait, what was the discount?
I think he had like his like employee or whatever for the year at his company. And so he got me a pair of shoes, pair of Nike Shocks.
Yeah, what were the original price?
Original price was like $150. Got them for like $70.
Yeah.
So
so hit your $100 threshold.
Yeah. So you gotta do smart buying now.
Yeah. All right. Well, for our charity donation for this episode, we're going to be donating to Souls for Souls. This is a charity that takes lightly used items like footwear and distributes them to those in need, especially in countries that are struggling economically. So hopefully, some few of those 300 million kids who are, without footwear get some benefit out of this. So, yeah.
That's a good cause.
Yeah. So Ray, you ready for our minute?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll allow you flip honors here.
I got you. Ready?
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah. See, even maintaining a minute of silence is not an easy thing, man.
It's not. I feel like sometimes it doesn't feel like a minute.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
last
yeah.
time it felt like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And this time it felt like it was like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Because we both looked up at the same time.
Yeah. That was a funny thing. We both looked at the same time. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, if you're out there struggling to meditate, man, we're we feel your pain. It's not an easy thing.
Yeah, shut everything off for it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, it's been Anything else, man?
Do you consider clothes and shoes all in one?
Yeah, I mean it's to me it's one and the same, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, again, it's a complicated world we live in, I mean, it's like a lot of cases, like, if you work in a certain industry and you don't dress appropriately, you're not going to be employed for very long. Like these are not simple things. Even if you're not fashion obsessed, you may have to spend a certain amount of money to look a certain way to fit in. And
I always find it weird how like the designer brands treat people sometimes.
What do you mean?
Like they judge you if you don't come in there looking a certain way.
Oh, you mean into the stores?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was reading or I was like watching something, and I don't know if you know this person, Houston Astros shortstop or second baseman Jose Altuve.
Yeah.
So he was buying I think his wife like a Louis Vuitton like $15,000 like whatever, and they like were judging hard on him.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And like there's a video out there too, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, they don't know this guy's like a World Series champion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's a staple in Houston. It's like, how do you not know this guy?
Yeah. Well, good lesson. Judge not.
Yeah. Well, don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like treat. What gets me is like those people in there probably can't even afford the own product that they're selling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like, bro, just treat everybody nice. Like I just wanted to come in here and smell the colognes.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like why you guys gotta be so mean?
Yeah.
I get there's a lot of like window shopping or whatever, but it's like it doesn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just be nice.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I also don't get the whole craze of like wearing designer.
Right.
Like if you ever see me, I'm probably in like a Carhartt or some Fashion Nova, like, pants or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but everyone's got their kink.
Yeah.
If you used to have a footwear thing, other people, it's like, handbags. It's, everyone's got their thing. I mean, for me, it's buying audio equipment. That's where I blow my money.
Yeah. Life.
Yeah.
Wanted to go back to what we did in the first episode.
Yeah.
Where I give a little quote or something that I've seen that I think that maybe some person would want to hear in the moment. And what I like to hear or what I like to see in the moment. When you stop chasing the wrong things, you give the right things a chance to catch you.
That's great. Who's it by?
Just a random quote that I seen.
Yeah.
There was no there was no person and nothing. So I was like, all right, that's a good one. Yeah. But whoever said that, great quote, great way to live by.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Ray, been a pleasure, man. Good
Thank
episode.
You.
Hope somebody gets some benefit out there. And again, if you really like buying footwear, don't feel bad about yourself. Everyone's got their thing.
No. Don't feel bad.
Yeah.
We all do it.
Yeah. So until next time, this is Chakra Free Radio signing off.